Saobi dawa Ancho senakuma mufita Saobi se opewa Ancho senakuma mubako Sa na odoti ene Rasamini. You know I feel you. You know I dig you. Tiyankasa. Obido wa esese wo kire se nakoma mu fitaa. Se wo bisi wo pewa. An kire se nakoma mu boko. Sa na wodotie. Odo. It is very misunderstood. Depending on baby a wo free. Utimi di yare. E di frafra wodo. Depending on baby a wo free. Wo di ehu. Utimi di frafra wodo. There's a lot of confusion around the concept of odo. But yankasa yenin komo. And then I want to talk to you about the victim's journey. The victim's journey, no me person many will share. Many why abuser's creed. Mature the thought process of the abuser. Today I want to focus on the abused so that you understand why they keep waiting, why they accept it, why they look like they want it when they don't. Young Kasa, you bet you want now come for camera pa baby am dey besini hey so am dey camera kakaka besi ha na mo beche boy abesi afo me chamo o me mamo achi bikiki ne de no anekra de match me shirt mama Manson ni kiki na ehu yeah and then person me mo kasa about enkrofo no a wo mo ye victims no wo mo so journey. Maybe when you understand the abuser's journey and then you get the victim's journey, we might be moving towards a place of compassion, not to facilitate, but a place of compassion to intervene, to work, to redeem. So we'll be a victim of abuser, regardless of whether or ye uraba. And now when you rubber, the first thing that happens to most people is surprise, shock. There are a few people who would have taken abuse in the early stages, from the get-go. It is anchor for a shock tactic and shed any hope, but in most cases, in majority of the cases, the partner were yet abused, I know you're shocked. It's the first time I ever seen a soon who's waiting with the not in the Saturday no, I wonder whether you're seen soon and I saw manufacturing. Of course, you name see a shin soon. The shock is confusion. What the hell? Hey. We are confused, you seek rationalization. What person we can't see us here? And I make an encrofoya one more year or so do one why I are for Entias Yankasa de Biniho. But the reasons, and this is where most abused people become enablers, because at the end however, you try to rationalize and understand one of the things that we and it's our status will pay excuses the many panel or ya parane papa boo here. Papa can send the XB. Yeah, no, there's all what for sure. Aye. See, as my mechanic and a trigger the buffo. I'm Pama Fuson to do my Fuson tia, nay, and the son. Yes, I want Pemio, Pedio or Pemipa, Mamma Funa, Mamma Nayakasian. And Nuntina, me pe, I yet ding. Aye. Manuel. Maybe I don't mean some man who but in not knowing some man where ya be a man where ya can the baby. Sadly, it's you. What starts to rationalize here is when you begin to become an enabler because you start excusing. You start justifying to your own head. To your own head. The other thing which will be happening to you is a justification. It doesn't work. Because in even your head, baby, now a year will say the nipani ye normal. A home put when him said normal, sir. You know. We facilitate and we make up excuses and whatnot. But in our heart of hearts, we know, said the year Kenyan said. We know. We know, say Yariwo. We know. And see, yeah, excuses now could do baby. When the excuses no longer wash, then we will start looking for your rationalization. You see baby and one. They are starting to share external validity. You're doing the the minute you start looking at what other people see and what other people think, you see how bad it really is, because it is really bad. Now we'll try so we'll justify it with one person with one year. Now we name some community name before. She said yeah, why we know one. Now for why you're embarrassed when you a lot of them become embarrassed. Again the new Rabem wapan what's na hama will be a soon. We are Juma. Nipe one tongue man from an Nipa no kra in most cases will hear be free until why a ya consume so. There may won't yahe one toshe one yeshi. And why wouldn't him say Nipa in name sending toshe ya within tina way some why didn't you know? And Toshi so cry saying him say when you been. But the Nipa behuna they sending toshe and a woman. I'm not confused. What way will say one cause I feel stupid because I didn't depend on you in Toshi, yes, and saying anyway. I hear when you the baby in Siaga. So you know very well. So you look stupid in the community, which we are embarrassed. When you become defensive. You become defensive because defensiveness is a coping technique against the Nyama way who she so the pania baby who she need ya na fe what I mean you people don't understand. You people are judgmental. So you people want to make me feel stupid. You people son kasai. You people, they are minding their own business. You people, what make on mat to you people? You people. You people, yes, you people can who? But you people be fan talk. Because one casa wouldn't say you people must be thinking a certain thing. Because you know very well, said you people doing what woman say. You know. For you people, only you people for you people for woman count. Are you following the pattern? Are you seeing it happen from victim? No, why you defensive? Nipa you defensive. One of the first things they will also do is avoid. They will avoid you. Me says I didn't happen with me pan and saying in the pan. I mean, I made a decision a year or so ago, maybe going to 2 years ago. So I was not going to be an enabler. Nipan we want my brabo no more as say we be at woman. Me ama. Me so my woman. Me justify my woman. Me explaining my woman. Because yes, I may papa and farm in the long run. So I was no longer going to be an enabler. I was not going to accept a stupid excuse and pretend that it's okay. It's one way me. I say women who want to discuss, they will all tell you say I am quite aggressive. I am purposeful. Because me who say amongst Nipan and a name for follow. One more year willing, so one more better say no pray with the actually Nipan. One more better challenging Nipan. One more accepted the Nipan at face value, but they will probe no woman also. But all these kind of friends are necessary. The enablers are necessary. One more na aya, one more ma who say we nipa one more damn almost say was say and they are good psychologically because they help you so you don't tip. They help you find some feel good factor. But if all your friends are enablers, if all your friends lie to you, if all your friends accept the unacceptable, they don't allow you to grow. They don't challenge you into because Debbie, you need the friend I have become. All of them hate me. But then in the end, say I get the greatest thank you because I take the greatest risks in telling people the way things are. They call me names. Amade, she feels she's better than everybody. I don't. I just need to try and get that other alternative voice in your head. Anything I may. I thought I may walk as I know would do my term. Let me sue because me pewasem until we go for me no would do my term. I am your friend. So of course, when you are upset with me, it's not pleasant. But I am your friend, so I should do everything I can to save you. I should do everything I can to conscientize you, to make you aware. And yes, I have to play the devil's advocate, even the devil sometimes, just so I can kickstart an alternative thinking and lead you on another path, which I know would be a better path for you. How many of you are willing to be those kind of friends to your friends? The ones they all hate and gossip about. No afraid enablers na no one woman yo. If you happen to be a woman like me, me say aware ma ware ni nyina bi de bia me ka kire mo aware ma ware ni nyina bi ba ko no ayempe no. I have found myself there too, and I've never lied about it. I have never pretended about it, and I've worked to a point. And in fact, baby, I'm a one of the say we didn't want to you see Rose. They say Rose in there be two people living, so it is not all rosy. There's a lot of mess in there. But what we're trying from what angle, without your friend is saying the benefits of knowledge, I am worried. And when you're not, why do you be not serious? And what judging crofo? Huh? What are you doing? Let me ask about who you want. When do I do anything who's a maybe? It's when you happen to be a woman like me who's married. We are trying to raise two spirits. Or teenagers, no me in the park of teenage. Baby, no matter spirits. Many mammy are many spirits, and I say, tears as is Nipa made it spirit, won't be that. Human being, I mean, raises spirits. 80 me, I mean, raising my spirits. The we are managing all these things and we are working towards all these things, you know. But we'll hear from the side that who said my life should be perfect, and it's not. Until you mistake be one of will be a someone what the apomapa who penny year no one. Who say Nipa no will penny year no one because I any no a friend enough for a communion for on shed ya manage. I know say they see because I necessarily it is the natural trajectory of life. But I have to accept that is what's going to happen. I've just got to let you do you. As your friend, I have to suffer inconveniences in order to help you to do you. Magia tumso be di matemo by your me. Yes, she Papa Mwankabondo. But see any pen quadia, you're the over your to the magia tum, and tip baby, the mini. It is your friend is saying, when you only pan no more cause our Jenny Nuna or yours, I send me as a friend. I know some my warrior would they go to microscope and would do so me do me. When they are now for canina, even my time for crown and I will be the subject of concern. I know. Toda ill feelings, the ill will, just from a misunderstanding point of view, I know. But as your friend, I owe you. As your friend, I owe you. Some mess in pursuit of better outcomes for you. So I let you. Does that make me the worst friend you have? No, it doesn't. But you just don't become conscious of it. You are not aware of it. Enablers, that your woman can within woman I will pay woman. Yeah, and it's normal. It's natural. Nipa wo ye de wo pe ene ma wani ji ye ma wani ji ena wo feel so wo ye papa no wo pe wasem and it's so understandable. What you say, I don't misunderstand that part at all. I have no issues working with that one. But me person me ye na mo ti me no mo munsro mo ebianka mo betimi aye de me ye no, but mo choose the convenient highway no obi ape wasem no. Understand, say you might be the only friend who can do this. You might be the only friend available who will suffer this indignity in pursuit of better for your nipa no so ye embarrassed, no ye defensive, but the next thing I will be aggressive. Or ye defensive, kakre defensive. Attack is the best form of defense, in fact. Attack is the best form of defense. It's nipa near defensive, not try. And then ordinary passive defensiveness is not working out. The one thing they can do to try and defend themselves is to attack you. And I make a joke. So when you're this kind of friend, you know, they will attack you. I thought that when you're this kind of friend, you just happen to be in their circle. They know you and they see you are married. They know you and they see you have a job. They know you and they see brabo you rose. They know you and they project certain calculations onto you. It's one more year sano. One more woman who says I didn't know one more penno. As I be do was ano. Ye be pam or time skate or time crew. Ye be pam slate in the caba or time slate in the caba near the show. Wumpo, wobeshe. They will attack you in an attempt to defend a position. Then they attack and they get tired. Because when you pay them they get exhausted. They become disillusioned. They be an hour one break. So the whole world sees one body, which is you. You get tired of it. You get frustrated with it. You get fed up with it. And then you begin to give up. The funny thing is, sa give up point, we do. Now when you're odumphobia, I catch it say you can't go any lower. You've been through all of it. The only thing you can do is rise. You have hit the pits. You are at the bottom. There is nowhere lower to go. Now, obidro mo masa eni dahono e bawa kwemwa. You realize that there be SS will rise. You have to arise. You have to reconstruct. You have to build. You have to redeem. You have to restore. The madru sa point na odumfo bi dum wo momunya sa ade no wo munya modin fufuru bi ehunu ana wo musuro first no. The main thing with Sanyama way is the fear. The very thing you are afraid of will torment you. Eventually, if you don't tackle it, if you don't accept it as a possibility, if you don't rise above that fear, if you don't take back control from that ehunwa, what will happen is what you are afraid will happen. Your worst fears will come true. It's our What's it once is a brewing now warrior. So you're willing. So be moving on from some situation one. Nipa no when in the situation, I thought I would have said, I'm flying out with a cop. And don't quite enough. A kiddy penny to here. Nipa be one was here, some now woman do the crowd, woman young who is a woman. Because we get caught in the motions of life. We do. We all do. Tibia will nipa no one cause our experiences some trauma be. A projected trauma into you. Now the man when you recognition of the part I will play in the house. To start is will make his choices no and the man need done also. When you need that hope, you will say, a flavor pop. And I pass your work amended. But when you're willing, say nipa in your eyes. Say you are capable of going and you are not afraid to do it. When you say baby, I have no idea hand walk. That's acknowledgement, that realization doesn't happen, and they continue to do it. The internet make a story actual. A story we actual in the hope. Someone one, moye enablers no. You are enjoying the convenience of enabling. Also some microphone Samson, because one person can be a also some microphone Samson. Who to say you are a friend, no. Who to say you are not the only type of friends a person needs. That a person needs a variety of friends. A person needs people who are brutally honest. People who will help them come to consciousness. I used to say like consciousness. People who will help them know the true status of affairs. And when you look in your friend circle and you don't find people who are willing to do that job, you rise and you take your position and you help your friend because they desperately need you. Enablers no also son some for so those of you who take enabling to the extreme now moment the party complacent no so wo be hunu mo ho mo tu mo ho fo no mo jai ne yemani bi mo am betimi ate agina na mo ko e dia ma abusers no so me pesa mutitru ntina me kasa no me pesa mo hunu stages ni nyina so that you recognize the people who are abused, so that you understand the process, so that you are not shocked by it and you are not discouraged by it. Anything I make us, I don't want you to be discouraged. I want you to know. I want you to understand. I want you to be aware. And when you are these things, you don't get shocked easily. You don't give up too easily. The truth of the matter is, I don't have a long time. Me my hair said, me shabre, I who told one. Mask box, I see a deal with more. If one am crying at some coffee. I almost saw me and Papa. Anyway. Before I made the bias. Assalamu alaikum. Yankopon. Asum drink munyana, me the munyana say unya betre. I'm okay video no. Mama me kasa e. I bomb pie so munyana munyantia, say munya nkakra. Sen said if baby if that's it. Good pa. Yana doso. So yana so sit. There we go. Right. Ma salama busiafo. We shall meet. Bye.